nice background. John Ford says he knows at least 2. Yeah, you probably do. You probably do. $20 in a box of fruit. Haruhi is 1.
I don't think I know all 9.
Let's see. All right, so I need to, in the other window, I need to be getting pictures, right? Let's see. Also, if anybody has a nice, like a nice YouTube video of like anime backgroundy kind of music, like feel free to throw that at me. That would be fitting for what we're up to here, right? Okay, so the first one on the list. So the first one on the list is the one I don't have. I don't. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Why did that? That's like one of your. That's actually one of Kit's.
One of my 3x3s made it onto there.
No. I wrote in the anime. That's one that you're.
Wait, no, the one on the previous screen.
Yeah. Right. Wouldn't that be on yours?
I was reading / watching that while I was with my ex, and I'm like, this is garbage. Now that I like.
Oh, okay, never mind. So the anime that was Karikano.
Yeah.
I don't care for that.
No, after we broke up, I was like, oh, that was dumb.
All right. So. Man, this is so fun. So the first one on the list, Rim would probably. This might be the one that Rim guessed appropriately. Let me find a picture before I bring it on screen.
And it's SFW pic.
Well, I mean, this one's pretty safe with that. Oh my god, doesn't that just ruin it? Oh god.
Did it?
Hey, nobody look at the VOD, okay? Alright. Let us guess. Oh, it's too late now. I gave it away.
Yeah, slick.
I gave it away.
Well, nobody
but from now on, you guess.
No, nobody spammed it, so.
Okay, so this is the one I have the least to say about, right? I figured I needed to pick one. I felt like I needed to pick one romance anime. So I picked, and then Toradora was the one that really stood out to me, right? Like, you know, the characters being a little offbeat. Like, I can't even remember, like, the names of them, to be honest, and that's why this is coming first, right? Well, and old Taiga and whatever his face is, right? There's plenty to say. I don't have a lot to say about it myself. Just the characters were unique and original, right? And like the dynamic was good, and like the most important thing was like the main character expressed a lot of self-conscious about growing up and coming of age, right? And that really stood out to me. And the fact that like all the kind of melodrama we're going through is like, you know, one day this isn't gonna matter. And like it had a sense of cognizance, like awareness that I thought was you know, not all that usual in stuff, because I don't like that many romance animes, but you know, I felt like that was pretty good. So
romance anime. Hey, Josh, what are some runners up in your romance category?
Runners up in romance category?
Yeah, what kind of competition did Toradora have to go up against? Because obviously it wasn't Karikano, which is more of like your typical teenage drama.
Taiga's on your waifu list, Mystic. Yeah, she's pretty awesome, pretty well written. I mean, so like getting away from. Okay. Oh, I know. I'm gonna open up my anime list, right? So, and then that way I can remember everything I've seen, right? Does the stream want to see my anime list, or do you feel like that would spoil guessing? I mean, you guys could go look at it now, right? But do you feel like that would spoil guessing? What? Nope.
You're going to anime hell, apparently.
Totally gonna spoil. Well, it's not. They're not top rated. Is different than favorites for me. But yeah, that would give away what I've seen if you haven't seen that yet. So
it narrows down.
We'll get into Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai later. Anime movies, I think. Anime movie 3x3s and anime like episode 3x3s are kind of different.
Yeah, when you're talking about character development and plot advancement, there's just it's handled very differently in a movie versus like a 24 or 13 episode series.
Yeah, definitely. But like, yeah. So these are all gonna be like episodic stuff. I feel like it's like Kit said, like a movie's kind of different. These can't really be shorted by score. You know what's? I feel like I had other romance anime was competing against, but it's really just competing against like a bunch of other harem anime when it does show up. And it's a lot of harem anime that I don't think very highly of. Incidentally, also Monogatari, which is a good movie.
Jubei-chan is definitely romance.
Oh yeah,
Love Hina is romance.
It's an old one.
No, I guess it's more harem.
Yeah, like a lot of these are harem. Mysterious Girlfriend X, Nazo no Kanjo was a weird one. That was a romance one. Fan service anime, Boku no Pico. That's the one everybody says tells me to see, and then somebody else in chat says I shouldn't see, right? And I always forget what it is. It's like, yeah, on ABC.
Oh, Read or Die. You should go back and watch it.
Okay. But that's kind of all I have to say about this one. We're gonna put it in straight up romance. Is a hentai. Oh, really? Don't watch High School D&D. It's yaoi.
Apparently it's yaoi.
Yeah, that's what always happens. People bring it up and somebody's like, yeah, you should really watch it. And then the rest of chat explodes and says, no, you shouldn't. And very pedo. Okay,
that's a lot of no's. Shota hentai yaoi.
My goodness. Okay. We should put that on a Josh note, right? Never watch that.
Never watched this combination of
about a grown. Oh my god. We don't want you to go to jail. Yeah. Okay. So.
You stream in jail.
Let me see if
Can they see your screen?
Which one? You want to see this?
No, can they see what's on there?
Right? They can see the right monitor. They can't see the left monitor.
Okay, yeah.
I love Shiro. I love Shiro Herophobic. Like, I'm almost all caught up right now. There's like one episode I'm behind on. I've been enjoying it. I don't think it's not blowing me away or anything, but
second row, right hand picture.
Second row.
Right hand, far right.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good fit. That is a good fit. Konosuba's great. I liked it a whole lot. As far as my comedy animes go, though, actually, I thought it was really well put together. It wasn't life changing for me, so it doesn't go up very high. So I feel like this one I'm about to show right now,
it's a great example of something sticking around.
Yeah, like you're gonna have to be kind of old. I feel like in order to like I feel like this isn't something. Oh, Spice and Wolf. I saw some of that. I thought it was neat that it was about economics. The romance was okay, but okay. So it's Funimation exclusive. Oh, ReZero crossover? No, I haven't seen that actually. But I don't know enough about ReZero, so I don't think it would do very much for me. So, but I mean, more Konosuba. I should watch that. So when I talk about when we talk about stuff that makes us cry, right? And unfollows. I've heard Oran High School Host Club is good.
It is.
There's a lot of lists. You seen it, Kit?
Yeah. No, Oran is pretty good.
Okay.
It's really pretty good.
I mean, at the end, I'll put up my whole list so you can see everything I've seen. I'm not super like you know, I've played like almost 1,000 video games, but anime I probably watched like, you know, 200 or so, maybe a little more than that. But yeah, Hitler Lolly in it, Tanya whatever. That sounds kind of cool actually. In Oran High School Club, that sounds funny. Prefer to watch genre-wise? Genre, well, we'll see.
You don't have a favorite genre.
Yeah, I don't really have a favorite genre, but it'll kind of be clear where I hang at by the time we finish this. So second on my yeah I've seen the first Hellsing, not Hellsing Ultimate. So the second one here old boy stuff, early 90s. We talk about stuff that made you cry a whole bunch. And then I never cry at the stuff that makes other people cry, or when you're supposed to cry, right? I cry about like heroism and like, you know, like people really sticking, just going all in on something, and you know, things like that. And so like, most people aren't gonna know this one, I feel, but anybody who does know, great teacher Onizuka. That picture doesn't reflect it well. It doesn't show up. It's not gonna look right? But
can you shift it to the left a bit?
Yeah, I don't know if I can. Oh, moving in the frame. Yeah, there we go. So, I knew you were gonna put this one. Great teacher Onizuka just has me like just bawling at this anime all the time. Anybody who doesn't know GTO, right? It's a former like ruffian yakuza screw around dude, right? Who then becomes a high school teacher and tries to change the lives of a bunch of delinquent kids while still being like kind of half delinquent himself and like living in a school. And like, I mean, I loved that anime all the way through. Like, oh yeah, there's a lot of focus on virginity. Like, and then Kit had a lot of actually I read you had a lot of manga issues of it.
Yeah.
That he left at Joro's apartment, and then I think I got that stack. And then I read that stack of manga. But
so I introduced you to GTO. Yeah.
Basically. But yeah, I know like, you know, it's pretty old and it doesn't get mentioned a lot. So like, you know, us older boys know. Joro, give back the GTO mangas. I don't even know where those are anymore now myself.
Yeah, but if you go through like, you know, best anime lists of all time, it wouldn't be on there.
Might be. But yeah, that's that. Like
you
GTO
love characters who commit.
Is fantastic. I love characters who commit. Yeah. Yeah. And right here, Onizuka, freaking, he goes freaking all in. I don't think I've seen 91. I haven't seen 90. I'm not familiar with 91 Days at all.
I've never even heard of that title. Huh.
Yeah. What is that? What's? Hit us with what that's about, Phobic. Is that like romance? Is that
Hey, you know what? What's it talking about characters who commit? I'm gonna make that bite you later.
Characters who commit's gonna bite me later. Yeah, I never heard of it. New, old, like
Around what year did it?
Yeah. What year? What era are we talking? Let me see if I can find a good picture for this. Mafia anime that takes place during the Prohibition era.
Oh, it's like 2 years.
2017. Okay, I mean that sounds like something I could kind of like. It's more drama, right? Probably like drama action. It sounds like. God, it looks like this is the picture I'm gonna pick because I put it like sneaking everywhere.
MC of Bunny sometime.
Yeah.
You know what it is though? Let's say anime in the last like 3 or up to 5 years, like that doesn't have a chance to burrow into your soul yet to make it to a top 9.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I mean, that depends on how old you are, right?
Okay, yeah, no, but
yeah,
at our age, yeah.
I mean, for old guys like us, like, yeah, there's time for things to burrow into your soul, right? But the younger you get, it was just kind of like what hit you hard during that moment.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, when I was, 14, Evangelion was my entire life.
Yeah, exactly. And anybody who hasn't seen Evangelion
can skip it. No, don't worry about it.
No, it's critical history. It's critical history.
Required reading. It's like the Great Gatsby of the anime world.
Yes. Yes. Al Capone is in 91 Days. That's dope. Yeah. Evangelion is bad. I think Evangelion is objectively well done and affecting. It is not on my 3x3, but it's pretty darn good. It really did shake me and made me realize a lot about Final Fantasy VII and other stuff, like that cavalry and philosophy and all the crazy symbolism and the religions it draws from was like actually in a lot of other Japanese stuff. So
Evangelion is an important turning point in the history of anime.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you look at the anime that came before and after Evangelion, you can see how it reshaped the landscape.
Protagonist is bad, really bad.
Well, no, wait. Let's address this real quick. Now, this 14-year-old who was estranged from his father suddenly gets called in front of this huge fucking robot, right? Yeah. And this bloody girl is like broken and dragged out, and you're worried why he freaks out. 14-year-olds have like anxiety about homework. Okay, like he has a right to those issues.
He does. We're not
gonna talk about the movies, are we? Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that name before, Buddy Cat. Case closed. Yeah, but I mean, you know, I feel like he was a good main character, probably a frustrating protagonist, right? I mean, given what he was subjected to, I feel like Shinji behaved reasonably. What I don't like about what Evangelion did was, you know, people see a format, people see something happen, and then they go like, oh, people like animes with inactive protagonists that need to be dragged around to everything that they're doing, right? And, so then you got too many wimps after him, and I think that frustrates me even more than he was frustrating, but I think it made for a good narrative overall. But if you go into it expecting it to be like every other anime that you're kind of watching, you know? Like,
he's an evolving, he's a product of an evolving protagonist archetype for anime fans of the era. So if you think about Shinji, he's like, you know, very nervous and like, you know, it's thrown into an unusual situation and he doesn't really know what to do. That was how anime writers wanted to try to have Japanese anime fans at the time identify with their characters. Now, you have a very different archetype, right? You have the isekai, right? So, oh, I'm normal, but if you put me in a different situation, I'm actually, like, you know, badass, right? And now people are really identifying with that instead.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, how you read Buddy Cat or something? Ranma's a classic. So you know what, Buddy Cat? I think there's something about that that particular author.
Rumiko Takahashi?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna fight you.
I gave Ranma some time. You know, I was like, these characters, like, maybe if I'd found it earlier and not, like, didn't try to watch it, like, last year, I might have been more into it. But, like, by the time I got to it, like, I'd seen, like, these were probably original ideas back then, but by the time I got to it, like, they'd become archetypes, and I felt like I'd seen everything before, so I couldn't get excited.
This is like you bad-mouthing Citizen Kane.
So I respect Ranma one half. I can see, like, why people like it, but I couldn't, there was almost nothing on for me, right? But then I think I have issues.
This is like you bad-mouthing The Godfather.
With Rumiko. I like The Godfather. Because I couldn't get into Inuyasha at all.
Okay, that's understandable.
At all. I couldn't get into Inuyasha at all.
Inuyasha has very frustrating Deus Machinas for plot advancement.
I mean, the thing with Inuyasha, it's not the slow pacedness. Okay, this was just it with Inuyasha. It's just trash though. It was just he's supposed to be some demon lord, but half demon. What was he?
Yeah, outcast.
Yeah, all it was Pagame. Oh, what are you doing, Pagame? Like he was just, I couldn't do it. The diamond shattered into like 1,000 pieces.
That was when I stopped watching. It was episode 25 when you knew that was gonna come. It's like, oh, they're gonna shatter that ball, and it's predictable plot advancement that frustrates the viewer.
Yeah,
it serves as a vehicle to like kind of uninspiring characters.
1,000 pieces, 1,000 pieces, or whatever. How many it was? It was too many.
They're all amazing animes and deserve respect. Okay, so here's the thing about them being amazing animes. They have very strong, memorable characters. Now, they exist in a very frustrating world.
Inuyasha?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember what they look like, but yeah.
No, exactly. You remember what they look like. You remember, like, you know,
Huge
their character
manga.
archetypes. You know, you know how Kagome acts. You know how Inuyasha acts. You know how what Inuyasha's brother acts. You know, it was that generation's Naruto. Yeah, but
wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait. Is Inuyasha like anybody's Naruto or Dragon Ball? I felt like it was around the Dragon Ball and hey Zorasek, what's up?
What's up, man?
I felt like it was around like to me, it goes like Dragon Ball was kind of one generation, and then like you had another generation that was like Naruto and Bleach, and then Inuyasha was kind of like with the Naruto and Bleach thing. But
no, it's way before. No, it's
before.
Yeah, it's around actually Dragon Ball Z then. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. It's more around Dragon Ball Z. Okay.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's generational overlaps. So, like, you know, there are still people who are getting into, you know, the Naruto right now.
Sheshomaru.
Bible Black.
Porn is just porn. That's not well, I guess that is anime. But yeah, my staple of manga and anime.
Is Inuyasha? Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, yeah, I think that makes sense, Buddy Cat. Actually, I kind of understand where you're coming from. Like, plot going at right place. Don't remember Jeff Bezos. Same time as Yu Yu Hakusho. Interesting you mentioned that. But so I want to go back to Bunny Girl Senpai. Bunny Girl Senpai just so anybody who wasn't here at the time that was like the anime everybody was going crazy about, right? Like, oh, I watched like one episode of that and I'm just like, I don't need to watch Bunny Girl Senpai. You know why? Because Bunny Girl Senpai was the combination of two things that were utterly amazing, right? And like I was like, this is nice if you haven't seen those. So one of the things that I think Bunny Girl Senpai was the composite of is not going to be on this list because it's mostly movies. Like anything Satoshi Kon made, right? So like Perfect Blue, Millennium Actress, Paprika specifically, right? The other half of Bunny Girl Senpai, whatever, right? Lame anime was Bakemonogatari, right? And Bakemonogatari, which got me, like, that's when I got back into anime, alright? Like really back into it, because like the series was so like it took those two things that I already it was so aware of the tropes and the things that I had gotten jaded with, and then the things like it was self-aware but celebrating anime at the same time, being Harem and all of that. So it's its own thing, even though it's influenced. So you can't judge it after one episode. Oh, see, okay, so that principle, right? Of like, oh, you can't judge this until you watch it all the way till the end. It's just like the first episode of Bakemonogatari made me want to watch the whole thing. 3 episodes. I don't like the characters. I don't like the pacing. The dialogue bored me to tears. I didn't like it. 1950 movie called Harvey. I don't like Naruto either, actually. 70 or so. Arcs got so long, slow. Nothing new in the anime scene. Long fights, slowly moving quests. Kept getting bored, reading the volumes. Couldn't even finish chapters. Had to put it down. Yeah. Remy actually made me understand why I didn't like Naruto. I just I feel like Naruto's well put together, but I just didn't care for the world, right? Like the ninja, it was kind of serious. It was kind of it's kind of stiff. Ultimately, like I hear ninjas, I hear fighting clans, and I imagine like more fun. Naruto wasn't really like fun, and it's like if my shonen doesn't have some element of fun,
it started out. The first arc was kind of fun, and then it got pretty serious pretty fast.
Yeah. So yeah. You have 2/3 of my 3x3 so far. Dragon Ball was good until the Boo arc. Don't get me started with Super.
Actually, yeah, no, that's a pretty common complaint.
Yeah.
That's because the Cell arc was so strong. It's kind of like Kenshin with God, what's his name? The burn guy, the Kyoto arc. Yeah, like that was super strong, and then like.
Oh, you guessed too.
Yeah.
It got weak. One in common so far. I'm gonna be the next Hokage. Unneeded stuff. Well, actually, he didn't want to make any more Dragon Ball at that point. They were, he was basically forced to continue on, and it's kind of whatever. Yeah, the fusion, just going further and further. So I'm trying to remember. We brought up, oh, okay. we brought up. Why can't I remember the name? Konosuba, right? Kit told me that I need to watch Assassination Classroom.
You do.
I plan to
It's
soon.
going to supplant at least. It'll supplant 2 of your 3x3s. It's that good. Yeah.
Assassination Classroom
will
is
take up
amazing.
2 of your 3x3 spots.
Yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Oh my god.
Is it just mediocre Danganronpa? That's what I thought too, John Ford. But get out. The visual novel, not the anime adaptation. I am not. Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought since I've already seen the first Danganronpa, I didn't need to watch that, but maybe not.
No, you need to watch it.
It's more like GTO. Oh, okay.
It kind of is. But yeah, I don't want to give it too much away. You should just watch it.
Invest 300 hours in Danganronpa, then discuss it. It's fun to leave you, but
I still can't believe what this replaced.
so yeah. So like, I think a lot of people aren't gonna believe this. So Konosuba did not make my 3x3.
No, the other one that this one kicked out.
Oh, wait. What did it? I don't remember what it kicked
Green
out.
hair. Green hair. Little girl with green hair.
Oh, right. Yeah, I really loved the. I can't even remember the name of it anymore.
Jeez,
After
yeah.
Azumanga Daioh, they made the lady made. God, what was that called? Yotsuba.
Yeah, Yotsuba.
Yotsuba was super fun. That was the manga. I love the manga. Yeah, but like there's a particular. So I love like more than like straight up comedy. I love like something that's like a comedy and a little heartwarming. I started watching Clannad. I didn't get to it. Did you spoil a future pick? Nope. Yotsuba is not on the list. Azumanga Daioh is not on the list.
Yuru Camp isn't on the fucking list.
Eurocamp is not on the list.
God, even though you watch it like 20 times a day.
Yeah, that was just a good fall to sleep song. So instead, let's see. So instead of those two, I really like Nichijou. Like, how do I put them all on there? Well, I guess this will
just
do.
keep like scrolling back and forth.
Like, this was actually Cakers actually recommended this to me, like way back when I first started streaming, and it took me a year to get to it, and pretty sure you'll love it. I've seen a bit of Fullmetal. It's okay. Like Nichijou is
better than okay, but go on.
like it's got the feel good Charlie Brown kind of vibes, but it's got like humor and great animation, and like I don't have her featured here, but like that robot, you'll probably like it, John. You'll like oh, in particular, man, I should probably put this picture instead, because like this is actually my favorite part of Nichijou. Like, wait, can I take a picture off? I want to remove image. Like now I don't remember what it was called.
FMA is just okay. OG, at least haven't seen Brotherhood. Dare versus Principles on my top 10.
Brotherhood boring.
Yeah.
So the thing about when Fullmetal Alchemist was a thing, so there's this thing when my brother like loves something to death. It's almost like there's not room for me to love it unless like I sell my soul to it, and he loved Fullmetal Alchemist, and I just didn't like it enough for him, and I don't know, I couldn't get into it enough. But I want to revisit it, give it more time, but it was hard to enjoy with him kind of all on top of me. But I intend to watch Fullmetal Alchemist later on, so. But yeah. So Nichijou and the robot right there, best part. You can't delete people. Wait, what was that fight about? I need to be able to read that. Oh my god. I think Phobic probably didn't like what you said was good, right? Oh, he said Brotherhood was boring. No. no, I need to see all the messages when you guys fight. No timeout jokes. Like, so I can follow the conversation. Yeah, he's just messing. He's just messing.
No, it's funny because Brotherhood sought to be more, more faithful to the manga, and also it addressed some issues with pandering to appealing to taking advantage of audience emotions. So a lot of the scenes are actually less dramatic than they were in the original series. Which is really annoying.
Less dramatic?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It was just a miss for me starting, but the dog scene, like,
No, the dog scene and Hughes's funeral were both a lot less dramatic in Brotherhood than they were in the original. The color palette is a lot more bright, the sequences are a lot shorter, the music is less emotive. Yeah. Oh my god, please no ban senpai.
Here, let me get to my next one. Less getting killed is great. I think I watched a clip of that on YouTube. I've watched some Full Metal Alchemist fights on YouTube with no context, or scenes that people are like, you really need to see this. Talking about Nichijou. Oh, I don't remember the piercing.
Okay, this is gonna put a stop to everybody's current conversations because I love this anime.
So this is another old boy one.
That's a good picture.
Yeah, that does it well. This is another old boy one. The piercing of the heavens. God, like Nichijou's so great. The only time was like Nichijou. The thing about it is the jokes get so cultural later on in this, like later on in arcs, that it was just kind of like there was starting to be stuff that I just didn't get. That was kind of my one complaint with it, but not really a complaint. It just got very Japanese, and as wavy as you might think you are, you're not Japanese, right? And there was just some stuff that I was like, I'm pretty sure I would get that if I understood the culture better. But I still loved it. Kill saved anime 7 times to not get banned. I need my Josh, please no ban, senpai. Anyway, number 5. Old boy stuff, right? Out of all the Harem animes I've watched, and it had competition going back further with like Love Hina, where the Love Hina manga was great, but we're not really picking from manga. And I don't think this series is good overall, but this gets into like how I still kind of like slice of life. Basically, it's like Shinmu. I don't really recommend anybody watch this.
No, the first one's good.
I watched back. It's awkward. It's awkward. It's awkward. Harem anime and it's Monogatari. Monogatari is a self-aware harem anime. I feel like that makes it different, right? Like,
it's meta. What's it? Meta harem.
Meta harem.
Yeah.
That's why it's the best one. I mean, I feel like that doesn't count. For me, best harem anime. Tenchi Muyo, right? That was really early in anime for me, and I don't think like it stands up. I don't think Tenchi Muyo stands up all that well if you like start it now. Like the pacing is really slow. It's almost like too slice of lifey. Like the main character is really kind of awkward, but like there's this really kind of homely feeling. This amount of silence present in things. And like just kind of this vibe that like you're not really gonna get from like back then you didn't get it from anything else but anime, and then now you're not even gonna get it from anime anymore. Yeah, it hasn't aged well. Yeah,
Tokyo is weak on.
Tokyo is weak. Yeah,
pretty weak. And then there's
a lot of weak stuff in Tenchi.
They keep bringing it back in like different formats. Like
yeah,
that current one that's like war based.
Yeah, like there's a lot of weak stuff, but it's just kind of like, man, do I love it? I love it. And once you kind of get into it, and also it does what I think is important in harem anime, where it doesn't just look like it's a good time for the protagonist, Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's like what I hate about harem anime nowadays. It used to be about this chump getting really lucky and having to like find his way to manhood, and all the intergalactic battles and politics and stuff that he ends up involved in was maybe not handled interesting, but like an interesting idea. There's a lot I like about it, but like. Now we have we have trash like this stupid In Another World with My Smartphone.
No,
right?
this is super frustrating because you have basically 8 waifus who are all supportive and like helpful to each other. Forget that noise.
Like they don't have any conflict. Like the character is already a god. He uses his phone to be amazing. All the girls want to be his wives. They all get along with each other. It's like, oh, I watched that whole show. Right?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't believe that it existed. Like, just come to this. Like,
Yeah, no, it's one of the reasons why Tenchi Muyo has a believably frustrated protagonist who is surrounded by beautiful women who all want him is because he's constantly having to serve as mediator to like overpowered chicks, which is, you know, that is believably frustrating. So you totally sympathize with the protagonist. Right?
Hi there, LaBelle. Yo, what's going on? Nerding out indeed. No nerds here, just weebs.
Yeah.
But yeah, smartphone.
Smartphone is stupid.
But people talked positively. People talked positively about just smart, but it's just you gotta go back and educate yourself. Right? You gotta watch. Well, Tenchi Muyo won't work. At least read the Love Hina manga. If this was manga, Love Hina would be here instead of Tenchi Muyo. But the Love Hina anime.
I don't know, man. Have you read the Tenchi Muyo
okay.
manga? It is really good.
How's everyone? Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. Like for the longest time, we've been. I mean, we always talk about anime here and there.
Dude, Johnny skips smartphone.
But I've been saying like I need to make a 3x3. I need to make a 3x3. So we're like, oh, yeah, okay. You know what? Let's just do a special 3x3 presentation day. But yeah, welcome. Anime need to watch. Yeah. No, I feel you. Like,
dude, Chobits though.
I wasn't really feeling Chobits, honestly.
Chobits has like such a boring love interest. Yeah. It's like I have to teach her how to love.
Yeah. Always more anime to watch. Teach her how to love. Yeah, Chobits. Yeah, I mean, I tried it a little bit. I didn't really care. I could revisit it, maybe.
No, it was definitely cute. It had... Yeah, no, it had really cute character designs. I loved in the anime it had like some pretty good music.
Yeah.
Let Me Be With You. I mean, I'd still listen to that. It's a great song.
Wait, Brock has an actual girlfriend now? Oh, Pokemon's over, right?
No, it's still going.
No, I know. They're doing like a new season in
cute waifu like Chi.
Dude. Where's it at now? I love the first season of Pokemon. I've only watched it spottily after that. Enjoying some, not enjoying some. Like, it's been okay. No Game No Life is weird and uncomfortable. I liked it.
It's the Syscon.
Oh, the Syscon? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't really bother me. Like
because it's their characters seem to use it as a mislead, you know? Just to kind of keep romance out of their game.
Rock Trainer, wow.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, all good, Chaos. Data is spotty as best. Save that data, man.
Yeah. She's a rock trainer.
Take it easy. Ash is officially 11 years old. It took like 15 years, right? And he got like a year older now. Like the very first season. I mean, I want to watch more of this new one because people are saying really good things about it. The very first season of Pokemon,
yes,
I think,
Sonic theme.
Is unironically excellent. Yeah, these are all really good Sonic remixes, actually. I think that's been most of the music that's played so far. Yeah. I would say maybe Sonic X. No. We forgot something extremely important when you added Monogatari. Sonic Mania Loot Crate? Oh, nice. Rad. Yeah, Sonic Mania was...
Monogatari best waifu debate.
Nice return to form.
Hey, you know what? Let's do like a top waifus after you do your entire 3x3, and then we can like look at all of them.
Top waifus.
No, let's get through your 3x3, and then we'll talk about your waifu.
Yeah, I don't think about that. Like I tend to take characters as a whole. Dang, how would I do that? I could probably do that for video games. I don't know if I could do that for anime. Kid is a genius.
Yeah, waifu 3x3. Fuck yeah.
Oh man.
No, my waifu 3x3 when I was like 16 was all just like boring blue-haired girls.
Yeah, he did. He really liked when I met Kit, it was like a lot of wallpapers of blue-haired girls back in those days. Oh, Monogatari girls. ReZero, meh. Too edgy for me. Too edgy for me.
Oh wait, is that another boring blue-haired chick? Oh!
Okay, Iori Aoshi. You actually didn't.
No, I did. Iori Aoshi. Yeah, but I mean, like, so I was fairly into it when I was watching anime in that era, but nothing about that like stuck with me now. I remember that she has blue hair and she wears a kimono, and I'm like, okay, what else was about that character?
Yeah, he had the manga, the first manga. I watched it, or I read it, and I was like,
yeah, okay.
I didn't care about it. Hey Gino, what's up, man? Oh, I'm putting together my anime 3x3, where you have like your 3 favorite anime, or like a 3x3 to represent like your taste in anime. And I've been saying I was doing it for a long time, so we're getting to it tonight.
Okay, hold on. Before we run away with this waifu talk, and like, I do want to focus. If you guys are gonna talk about waifus, I enjoy now that my tastes have matured. Yeah. I like a waifu who challenges the protagonist. Like somebody who just subserviently falls around like a dog and just kind of like, comes when called, serves perfectly. I'm like, that is a dime a dozen. Somebody who makes the character grow is amazing, which is why you like that support character from one of your other 3x3. So keep going with your list.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep going with your list. I'll tell you who I'm talking about and why she is the perfect waifu for you.
Change my stance on waifus as I grow older. God, I actually haven't given it that much thought.
Yeah.
Just waifu jokes are waifu jokes. Let's see. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
You know who changed their waifu? Who totally changed their waifu and is not on your 3x3, and I don't know why?
I missed that. Female characters tend to like males. Chick waifu isn't even in an anime. Cyber 6.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Cyber 6, have you?
Wait, no, Cyber 6.
Yeah, have you? Are you familiar with it?
No.
Neither.
What is it?
No idea.
Yeah. Is it what show is that? Hold on, I'll Google that real quick. You recommend it?
One Punch Man Season 2 has started.
Yeah. Oh, people have been very excited here. Whoa, this art is cool.
Well, let me see it. Oh, that's like Neo 1996?
So yeah, where's this? Is this old? New? Is this airing now? That looks cool.
No, it looks like
creators got into a fight. Drama.
Yeah. Fist of the North Star.
Wait, how did your stance? Oh, your stance changed to the current stance, John. American TV. Okay, man, you'd think it? I wondered, like, I must have been a little bit after me, perhaps. Oh, I was Shinderu.
Yeah,
From
originally docile, cute waifus, and then you go up and like you transition from a boy to a man.
to waifus who will cut you.
Fuck yeah, dude! Like I'm talking about Shuffle. That total psycho is amazing.
Oh yeah, psychopath. Yeah. If any
psychopath waifu. She started out as a docile waifu and she went straight to I will cut you.
Huh.
Remember she X'd out all of her faces?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, if anybody hasn't watched Shuffle, it's
Future Diary. Yeah. No, yeah.
It's kind of good.
Yeah. It's a Future Diary. It's a waifu who will cut you. Who will literally murder you.
Creators Fighter Destroyer. I mean, that sounds cool. No, that sounds cool. I want to check that out. Future Diary, good example. I don't think I've seen Future Diary either. Okay.
It's a pretty compelling manga.
Compelling manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have a lot of time, right? So I end up not like every now and then I read a manga. Just like every now and then I read a novel, right? But it's just like stopping to do something where I can't multitask at all tends to be uncommon.
There's a lot lost when you're transitioning from manga to anime when you're talking about dramatic series like Future Diary or Death Note. Yeah, there's a lot of the gravitas like doesn't transition out.
Death Note manga is awesome. Death Note anime
is super edgy.
It's cool. It's still good.
It's very Hot Topic.
Watch Future Diary. Yeah. The most extreme yandere ever. Tore through it in like a day. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's spectacular. As a manga. Cyber 6 created to destroy, got smart, turned against her creator, and now protects the world from her creator.
Yeah, no, it totally sounds dope. I mean, I love like that just that kind of vibe. You will rethink yandere waifus. Okay, we're gonna do number 6.
All right, let's keep going.
All right,
we'll get through half your 3x3.
Hey, there's a lot to talk about. Like if we could have like topics, right? I feel like we could do this a lot. All right, and this is kind of YouTubeable too. Like I feel like this is fun, especially if I have a kid here. I can blabber a lot better. Usually I also need a game to hang. Monthly anime talk, yeah. No, this sounds good, and we could do other talks, pick different topics and stuff.
Yeah,
like
music or
review each season. I can't keep up with the anime seasons. I like streaming every day, like making games. God, I could barely eat. Or sleep.
I forget which seasons are out because like some of them like keep going. Kaguya-sama. Yeah, no, didn't we watch? No, I watched Kaguya. Did you watch
Kaguya-sama? No, I don't think I watched that.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I think episode 6 you have to watch the post-credit scene. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will get to it. So, number 6. This is my favorite shounen anime, and I consider this to pretty much be like fighting anime literature. Yeah, and like oh god, I love this. Couldn't get into Fruits Basket. Dragon Ball Z. I wouldn't call Dragon Ball Z literature.
No, there's a lot of analytical reasons why you love this.
Yeah,
a lot of boring math reasons why you love this.
Boring math reasons. You oh dang, I think the picture maybe it was too small for people. It kind of gave it away already. Yeah, well, Kill la Kill isn't shonen, right? Does it count?
It's technically shonen.
Dragon Ball Z, honestly, despite like all the hate Dragon Ball Z tends to get around here, right? I actually really like Dragon Ball Z like a whole lot, right? And I feel like a lot of what people find annoying in Dragon Ball Z is kind of what makes it great.
It's got characters with pure motivation.
Yeah, very pure motivation, and it's like if you want to get buff, if you want to be able to blow up a planet, you're gonna be training and for so many episodes inside like multiple times gravity or whatever, right? To be ready for the conflict that it's like the viewer is tired, right? Just like the protagonist or the characters being featured, so like that makes them relatable, right? But and then so it's like it's not always pleasant, but I feel like Dragon Ball Z was great at that. But Dragon Ball Z is not my favorite shonen anime.
Don't lose your way.
My favorite shonen anime is Hunter x Hunter. Like 2011 Hunter x Hunter. Like oh my god. Like
boring reasons.
It's so that's Yu Yu is pretty close, right? Because it's the same author that did Yu Yu, right? Yu Yu Hakusho. Like,
but step this game up.
It's like number one, I like things that are both like extremely lighthearted and extremely dark, right? And you don't get that all that often, right? Like Bleach kind of had a little bit of that, but Bleach dies fairly quickly, right?
All of the support characters who are in charge of comedic relief get sidelined, and you build a whole new like comedic relief cast.
Yeah, like I mean, they're so willing to kill characters, and like there's an episode where like
fuck yeah, we watch.
Like there's like 30, there's like a string of 30 episodes with a very detailed conflict and combat like encounter in the for like 30 episodes, but it spans like an hour, but it's so detailed and in depth that I was just kind of blown away by the amount of detail and effort putting onto all the powers, all the fights, all the systems like within it. Like I was like, yeah, like I just don't see anything to contest there as far as what I want from an anime. Have I seen One Piece? I like One Piece. I watch it sporadically. It's a good like
One Piece, you can literally jump in at any part, and the characters are so well defined. It's still enjoyable, no matter what story arc they're in.
Yeah, like, you know, I just kind of jump in. I want to see something interesting. I want to see something creative. It's cool. It's got like 2,000 episodes or whatever. Like, I'm not really gonna get through all that, and it's also like pretty random. I mean, I guess the other reason I didn't watch it is most of the dialogue is just the characters yelling at each other. That might have changed now recently, but you know, like it's creative and cool, and like I think One Piece is really great. But
One Piece is really adaptable. Have you seen the character designs? Have they changed over time?
Oh, night, John. You going to sleep?
Okay, later. No. Fighting anime makes him sleepy.
Oh, fighting anime makes you sleepy.
Fighting anime that's not. Oh god, what did he say earlier? That isn't Kill la Kill. Yeah. Yeah. Fighting anime that's not Kill la Kill makes him sleep.
I'm not sleeping.
Yeah.
God. Black Clover. Okay. I dropped Black Clover, and I can't go back.
That guy's super annoying.
That main character, dude. He won't stop screaming. Like, that was my issue with One Piece cast, but there was like a lot of other stuff. But him, it was just, he's energetic and he's yelling everywhere, and it's like, I guess it can be kind of relatable, but like, Jesus, brother. Like, come on, this is my leisure time. Like, you're just screaming at me. Put down the voice actor. MC as well. Yeah. Hajime no Ippo, I haven't watched. I do want to watch it, though. I do want to watch it. Voice actor is trash. I don't know.
Hajime no Ippo is probably the pinnacle of sports anime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I want to watch it. I like boxing, just kind of in general. I figure boxing anime would be good. It's something I really want to give time to. Yeah, a lot of people say watch Overlord. I'll probably watch it eventually. I don't think I'm gonna like Overlord as much as everybody else does.
No,
but it'll probably be okay.
You won't like the anime.
Yeah.
But since you like Hunter x Hunter 2011, you will love the light novel.
Okay. The pinnacle of sports anime is Keijo. Oh my god. Dude. Keijo? How can you make women look so disgusting? Like, okay, so before they made Keijo, wasn't that was like the same guy made like...
Hey, can you pull up Keijo on the left?
What's up? Oh, you want to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Actually, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Okay.
John Ford's wrong.
The light novel for Overlord is way better than the anime, but a lot of people don't like reading. Hey, Josh, don't both of us have English degrees?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't read that much manga.
No, the light novel.
Oh, the novel?
Yeah, dude, you can blast to it. It's popcorn reading.
I've read a few light novels. I can never remember, though. I can't even bring this up I can't bring this up on screen.
No, I've seen a little bit of this. No, when I say that... I'm not sure if John's being facetious for this one, but
no, John really did like Keijo. I don't know if he thinks it's the greatest thing ever, but he watched it, and I was like, I can't.
It's probably more fun, but you know, what's it?
Volleyball anime is like doing acid.
Yeah,
it's not good or anything.
No, it's fun, but yeah, no, Hajime no Ippo is just a spectacular boxing sport. It's a spectacular boxing anime. It's a spectacular sports anime.
Senran Kagura is a good beat 'em all. Oh, as the game. Yeah. High School DxD was funny. I've seen a couple episodes. It doesn't seem like I need to watch the whole thing to like get it and get the giggles. So
Full Metal Panic from Waifu.
Yeah, Full Metal Panic is good. English sentence flow is so fragmented a lot of times. French translations can be kind of bad. Hey. All right. I used to read like Guilty Gear drama CD, like translations.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Like, and those are just like, dude, I read Love Hina manga. It was translated to Chinese, and then the Chinese was translated to English, and sometimes it literally didn't make any sense. Like, I've got like a lot of trained writer sense, I guess, right? So I can fill in a lot of stuff. So I don't need it to be like all that great. I just need to care. JoJo 4. JoJo's good. I'm still struggling through season 3, but I have gone a few episodes further.
What's on?
Ranma 1/2, Slayers, Initial D, define earlier anime interest. Man, I wanted to like Slayers so bad. I started it multiple times because I just kind of like a fantasy world. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, this is my RPG fantasy world. Let's
but
kind
it
of
had
go
all the
forward.
most iconic openings ever, except
Slayers?
for, you know, it's at the Bakuretsu Hunters. Yeah, Slayers, Megumi Hai Shibata.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean I don't like.
She is anime openings.
Yeah, I mean maybe for old boys.
Hey,
I was saying earlier, Gino Ranma. I can't get into anything that authors ever made. Was Ranma. Initial D, I didn't really watch. I just made fun of how square their faces were. Kid watched it.
Yeah, I've owned most of the cars in that anime.
Is Haikyuu the no that's not the volleyball one. There was some volleyball anime that John
Haikyuu
Ford.
the basketball one?
I think so.
Yeah.
I see that a lot. There was like a volleyball one John Ford was watching.
It's a volleyball one. Okay.
And then like all the girls like had no facial expressions and it drove me crazy.
What's number 7 on your top on your top 9? On your 3x3, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Wait.
So this one, I guess in some ways to me it's pretty obvious and I don't think it's super exciting. What's number 4? Number 4 is Nichijou. Oh, I mean that works fine.
Okay, yeah, this is you. I just played DDR.
like this is all me. I feel like this feels like it should be obvious, but I feel like I don't talk about how much I like this sort of stuff all that much, right?
You know what? I'm gonna be like, how come you didn't like other ones in that era?
Yeah, well, in that era.
Why did you pick this one over? What was it? Was it Big Hero? God damn, what's his?
Big Hero, Big O.
Big O. There we go.
I mean, well, this one kind of spans like a lot of eras, right? Like it goes really way far back, and then they're still making new seasons now.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
like a new season came out last year.
Jeez.
It was okay. Harukan receive solid 7 out of 10. Look, I know anime characters aren't all that expressive, but like I need a little bit of emotion, man.
It's like watching Vampire Knight. Everybody's just stoic.
Zatchbell, Zatch Bell, the art just didn't attract me, and as a result, I just never really got into it. It seemed like it was probably okay, but not too much to say about that. But yeah, Harukan received dumb anime, dumb as Bunny Girl Senpai.
Speaking of Big O.
Oh yeah, that might be a misnomer. Big O is fantastic. I love that it's Batman. I mean, I don't know enough to call volleyball anime. That's stupid. I have nothing in common.
It's Batman meets
Cute slice of life. God, I don't have anything around here. Like I'm trying to think. Like, do I have a plushie or a figure that has like just so unexpressive? Big O.
Dude, the businessman panda.
Oh yeah, that's true. He would be. He would be that. Like.
Yeah. Or the placid.
They had.
The placid smile of Kirby. Like it's.
Nah, Kirby, but he's smiling. You know, he's happy.
He's homicidal.
More emotions than that worried look of a face of his. Yeah, right.
Worried face of his.
So yeah, Big O just happened to come up on the list of the music. Big O doesn't make my 3x3, but Batman Mecha anime is really good. Big O would probably be a runner-up. It's pretty close.
It's definitely in that time era.
Yeah, and I loved it. I guess this is around the same time. Even though I don't make a lot of noise about it, I just really like Lupin the Third. Like I love Lupin the Third. Like I love heist stuff. I love spy stuff. I love wacky slapstick, and I love a construct of characters that like it's like you can kind of rearrange this in a whole bunch of different ways, but it's just like it's always fantastic. Third's pretty awesome. Yeah,
it's timeless. There are a lot of tropes. There's a lot of plot devices that are just never gonna get old in Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
Cat's eyes and
it doesn't
City Hunter.
age.
Oh my god, no, the Gunsmith Cats. Yes.
Gunsmith Cats. I really like the openings. I really like the 3 OVAs. I really like the manga. I read the manga too. The emphasis on guns and cars and grenades and stuff like that. Cute girls fighting, shooting guns and...
I bought a lot of those guns.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool for that. That's like, what was that? Early 90s, late 80s?
Shokugeki no Shonen.
I couldn't get into Saint Seiya.
Saint Seiya is a weird, samurai?
Soul Eater, yeah. I liked Soul Eater. Fairy Tail was okay. Like, I watched a decent amount of it. It was just like, hey, Hitty. Allergic to other people.
Oh.
Hey, Hitty, what's up, man? It's my roommate, Kit. We met around pretty much around the same time I met Joro-san, too. So.
No, I know it's Zodiac. I know it. I'm trying to remember what the Saint Seiya looks like. It's those
like golden warriors.
No, it's that this empire came from the sky, and these 5 samurai. No, 3. I don't know. It's one with the golden. That. I mean, fire.
I feel like if it hit me at the right period of time and in the right age, I'd probably like Saint Seiya. Apparently, like it was a big anime in France. John Ford said. Allergic to normal people. Yeah, that would be spot on.
Bubblegum Crisis. Was it 2048 or something?
I think I watched a little Bubblegum Crisis. I can't remember. Japanese zodiac signs fight the Greek zodiac signs. It just didn't have a lot of appeal. Where Zero? I see Jito. Where Zero made sense. Was Bubblegum Crisis.
Bubblegum Crisis had just really hot character design, though. I forgot the girl in the blue armor. I forgot her name, but she just has just the most epic hair and eyes. God, I just wanted to, like, propose to her eyes.
That's a waifu list.
Oh, my God.
Waifu list.
Pris. Oh, yeah, Pris Asagiri. Yeah. Just like, oh, my God, the way she looked at me through the screen, I'm like, I'll do whatever you want.
Oh, my God. How does it feel? Henny asks, how does it feel? Snoop Dogg, Henny, does it count if you say the magic word? Like, that has to be for, like, new people coming by, right? Not for regulars. I don't think we can drop the Snoop command. Which I removed. All blue-haired girls.
I told you, yeah, no. I was all about blue-haired girls.
Which I removed the exclamation mark on the command. Oh, but his name's Kit. K-I-T. Short for Diffuse Kit is his typical online handle. Intense and pretty dark. 2 dudes in different timelines. Same person, they get swapped. Magical blue knife involved.
I saw blue. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll watch it.
It's called Blue?
No, it's just magical blue knife. Okay, cool.
Blue knife, not hair though.
Asuka, Ray, fight me. Yeah, no, she's a more interesting person.
Asuka owns Ray? Yeah, I agree. Maybe old Kit would have fought you on that because of the blue hair.
Yeah, no. Before I'm like, she's annoying, she's blah blah. No, she's got character. She's a conflicted person. Yeah,
Senjugaharu and Kanbaru have blue.
Yeah, 2040. Yeah.
Purple hair.
No,
2040.
2040. Like just the line art's cleaner. Sorry.
Yeah. But at this point, put Sonic in a dress. I mean, Sonic's all blue hair.
Okay, cool. I don't know. Once it's do a gender swap on Sonic, I'll probably be like,
"Oh, you don't want to ask for that, actually." Put your first, like, if I ever told you about putting your first name in Google and putting the hedgehog, and you'll find Sonic fan art of yourself.
I mean, I'm super fucking generic, so I'm okay with that. Anyway,
oh man,
what's it do? What's it?
8. Let's see.
Oh no, 8 is where I tell you what kind of waifu you want.
Oh, okay. Was that the one? Let's see.
Gender bent Sonic. Yeah. And he knows what's up.
Yeah, it exists already.
Was it Rule 34 or 37? Rule 34, right?
34.
Yeah,
34.
Everything exists.
Okay. What did we talk about earlier?
We talked a million things about this, don't worry. We just have to find a safe picture.
Oh, right.
Top
right.
Okay,
yeah. That could, I feel like I could find a better one than this.
Not that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that dude, no.
It can't have the name on it. 63 exists as something deviant art itself.
Row 3, second picture.
This one?
Yeah, the one with the glove.
Yeah. I feel like that
There
does
you
work
go.
pretty good. God, like, I forget. Because when stuff is pervy in anime, it's just like, I don't even care. I'm just like, haha, that's funny.
It ceases to be original because they perv everything.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, then that, it just doesn't really register all that much for me until you show somebody else. Like, I showed somebody else Great Teacher Onizuka, and he was like, and he had to watch a lot of anime, and he's like, this is the most perverted thing I've ever seen. And I was like,
That's actually really tame.
I was like, yeah, I guess if you don't watch anime, I suppose that's perverted. Like, you know, but I was just like, but it's funny. Like, I don't care.
Wait, did I tell you, was it what the director wanted out of High School of the Dead? He wanted the most original, like, heart-rending, true to human nature zombie anime. And he wanted panty shots and, like, cleavage shots in every frame.
That's, I mean, hey, that's an honest man. That's an honest man, right? And I think
I'm just like, this is an amazing, like, you know, study into human nature and all that, and
that's
it's also
not original though. Achieved half of his goal.
Yeah. No, the first 2 episodes were like, damn, that got harsh, and then it did not follow through on that.
What I do like the honesty in that show.
And,
it's one of your favorites, Remy?
dude, and the music is spectacular. Oh my god, the music is so good in High School of the Dead. Yeah.
Japan and America have very different views on being pervy. Well, I mean, we're a lot more prudish in that sense, I feel, right?
We are.
Like, just kind of across the board. So you brush your sister's teeth. I guess so. Maybe I'm just really desensitized at this point.
I brushed Lisa's teeth before.
I mean, if it's your little sister... Yeah, well, I mean, it's just how they shot that.
Yeah.
Did you finish Monogatari?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Monogatari...
Monogatari was very frustrating for me because I would want to pause every frame to read everything in the background.
Yeah, I mentioned that before. So he was my friend when watching Monogatari. He like anybody that doesn't know, they like when the characters are thinking, they splash very quickly on the screen, like just the character's internal thoughts. And some characters just have a paragraph visible for like a second, and then they take it away. And you're not supposed to read that, right? You're supposed to feel it. Kit paused the anime to
Frame
read
by
all
frame.
of those. Like, they flash French words. A lot of blood and gore. Don't forget the panty shots this time.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's his little sister in the show too for High School. Wow.
They're gonna give me Studio Shaft.
Oh, gotcha. I'm French.
Let's roll in the next one.
This is my versus the Bayonetta one. Reaction from who? Like the original creators? Okay. Number 8. Number 8 is
It's amazing.
I think a lot of people. Oh yeah. The toothbrush scene. Oh yeah, exactly.
We're torn on number 8. I like that.
Oh yeah.
I like the other one.
Me and Kit are torn on. Yeah, that's right. We're completely torn on number 8. So this is the other one that's mostly kind of fighting on the list. And I didn't like this the first 2 times I watched it, and then it was like mind-blowing once I was ready to like see this show. And I like it more than Gurren Lagann, which you know, me and Kit go back and forth about a lot. But Kill la Kill was fantastic. Like Kill la Kill is great. And on a visual style kind of level, right? Like all the fights that zoom in to the characters' eyes, all the over the top explosions, but then like within that, like the amount of heart and
We'll
just
get to it.
just like the characters, there was just enough charm to like make the characters feel like tangible and kind of human and like a little kind of relatable in the midst of this like ridiculous over the top debacle about like superpowers and human decency and being naked to have more strength. And it was just, Kill la Kill was so much fun. Like, man. Oh yeah, we went through Pico already.
Yeah.
Are You Alice was really good. This is the anime where I disagree with Josh. Yeah.
Okay, so no, we'll talk about Mako in in a hot second.
Oh, Mako, my good. Kill la Kill is your number 1, John. How perfectly placed is Kill la Kill? Such good pacing.
No, that is the absolute truth. Like, we'll go back and forth on Gurren Lagann because of differences on how we approach characters, but, Kill la Kill is an evolution, it's a honing perfection of Gurren Lagann as far as pacing, as far as character development, etc.
Yeah, like...
The pacing is spectacular because, like, all of your, like, stupid niggles from, like, oh, well, like, Gurren Lagann held on to that issue for 13 episodes. Yeah, Gurren Lagann's like, and that's resolved now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just from a kind of a... I mean, I love Mako, too, right? Mako's your least favorite part about Kill la Kill, right?
I don't like that she has to serve as a instigator to, like, to constantly move the plot forward.
But I feel like that's the best part of it, right? Yeah. Like, you have the crazy character that, and it's just rolling off like this rapid fire, just nonsense. I mean, she's just a nonsense character, right? But she's actually, like, has importance to the plot. Like, she actually serves the best friend role. She actually pushes stuff forward, and she's given like importance within it too. And it just kind of feels like nothing was wasteful in an anime where everything could have easily just kind of been 100% style. And when things are 100% style, like, I like it, but I forget about it.
No, her outfit for Fighting Club Mako was spectacular. The old school gangster.
I like the pacing in Gurren Lagann, though.
Yeah.
I didn't have big beef with the pacing in Gurren Lagann, to be completely honest.
He goes through grief for a very protracted amount of time, and, like, you could show that in other ways other than killing 6 episodes.
Yeah, and jumping ahead, the fact that there are 2 separate shows in the show, I mean, I liked that. Like, all that kind of stuff about Gurren Lagann, I was actually fine with. It's just kind of like my drill pierces the heavens. Like,
Gurren Lagann is Full Metal Jacket. You had, like, here's how we form these characters, and then, like, here's a different movie.
Yeah, it's just thematically, Gurren Lagann just doesn't hit home for me quite as hard as a lot of the stuff in Kill la Kill. The revenge aspect appeals, like, more than... What was it, like, in Gurren Lagann? Like, Kill la Kill was revenge. Gurren Lagann was,
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty?
Yeah. It was a duty to humanity. It was a duty to your friends. It was, like, honor and... Oh, God, it was...
Yo, Haga, what's up?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, we gotta hang out sometime, man. I'm closer now.
Yeah. He's over here. Bro, let's roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing about Josh's waifu. Mako is your waifu. That is the person who you want to support and be with you and, like, wants to level you out, hype you up, mellow you out. She does everything and keeps it interesting. So, like, while I'll disagree with you, that is the person you're looking for in your life.
Mako waifu?
Don't lose your way.
Yeah, I guess maybe. And the music. The music. Kill la Kill's music was awesome. The intros were awesome. Well, I like a lot of intros from anime I don't even care about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. Pop Team Epic. I mean, I've seen memes of it. I don't feel like I've ever watched an entire episode of it, though.
Yeah, but when we're talking about committed characters, Satsuki.
Oh, yeah. You really like Satsuki.
She's committed to her. God, yes!
Mako's your favorite, but not your Kill la Kill waifu. Was it Satsuki or John Ford also? I forget.
No, it's not his pick for Kill la Kill waifu.
Oh. Yeah. It's my favorite, but not my pick. Wait, who is your Kill la Kill waifu, John Ford?
It's probably gonna be, what's her name?
I'm curious. Oh, right, 3x3. Oh, man. God, that's gonna be so hard. I don't think about
He really doesn't think about it. I have to, like, point out who his waifu is.
Oh, I missed that, Gino. I think I missed a couple things. I'm on a sugar rush right now. Is there an anime where a background character became important?
Yeah, Shuffle.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Shuffle's a good example of that. Shuffle's not really a harem, right? It's more of a romance thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's old now. I feel like you had to be a little bit of an old boy to,
It was definitely in transition period.
Yeah. And then Bioshock didn't teach a daughter like Bayonetta creator, please zip it up. I mean, they're just two different dudes who feel different about their creations. Like, I mean, whatever. Whatever, right?
One of the things I dislike about Kill la Kill 2 is that I dislike Ryoko as the main character. Satsuki's basically the actual main character to me. Well,
Backseat bro, hello. Welcome.
Yeah, whoever's your main character is actually like the protagonist. So your protagonist can serve as a vehicle to introduce you to a world in order to advance a plot, in order to explain things to your audience that you don't have to do otherwise. If Satsuki was your main character, like your audience would constantly be lost. Because,
she's not relatable. She's so intense. She's so, you know, like you can't. I mean, that's like,
I can relate to that.
Yeah, but that's like what's that? That's like that noisy kid anime. Hey Java, what's going on, man? Oh, and the night is awesome, Baxi. Like doing an unusual stream here, talking about anime. I usually don't just like chat and talk, but it's been time. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Mako is my favorite, but not my pick for Kill la Kill waifu. Oh, I missed that.
That was a lot of stuff going on.
One of the things I dislike about Kill la Kill 2, dislike Ryuko as a main character. Satsuki is actually the actual main character. Ryuko is a pawn tool. Satsuki proactively moves the plot. Ryuko is
later on he says that Satsuki is the one that changes those. Satsuki's with overt motives.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
She doesn't change the character.
Okay.
He's back.
This is oh, Nichijou. Yeah, Nichijou. Good stuff, Baxi. So
what's up, Java?
Oh yeah, this is my friend Kit, for anybody who had him on before. Known him forever. I met him, Haganil, and Joro-san. We all met playing Dance Dance Revolution in the arcade, like years ago. I don't need my characters to change. I didn't need Goku to change. I don't need Ryuko to change. You know, like some characters are static and focused and straight line, and they push the whole plot forward, and I relate to that, right? I relate to that because that's how I live my life, right? Like, you go back even further, people from elementary school meet me now, and they're like, you're the same person, right? And it's just kind of like, yeah, I mean, my convictions haven't changed that much. My goals have probably only expanded. Like, you know, I kind of had the visual in mind from the beginning. Like, you know, like, and that works because sometimes you have a character like that is there's a particular term for it. Like, not just static character, but when the protagonist is static, I forget. But they change the world around them. They change other things. Everybody else is the things that's changing. And it's just like, I don't need my anime to be about, you know, somebody who necessarily... I mean, they do mature, but they don't... Their core doesn't change.
Okay, well, there's a caveat to that. So you say you don't need them to change, but that is a lot harder, right? So, just because the protagonist doesn't change, doesn't mean it's going to be a good anime at all. Because it's really hard to reshape the world around you. That's why you have one Dragon Ball and everything else. It's like, well, okay, we need the protagonist to change, or else it's just a boring fighting anime.
Yeah, true. I mean, that's a good for being very long too, right? As far as the shonen stuff goes.
Satsuki reveals her weakness and accepts help. No, she groomed Ryoko because she knew she needed help.
Finding that manga, yeah, I'm not sure about what it is. Like myself.
Yeah, no, Satsuki is like hard consistent. She was, very static, but I love her. Yeah,
but I mean, Satsuki was good. Like, I mean, there isn't really a character I don't like in Kill la Kill. Like,
yeah, no, the mom is just way over the top. She's amazing as a villain.
Whip Ryuko no shape for goals. Oh, if anybody's read the Pokemon manga, you have my respect. I read a little bit.
No, dude, the Pokemon manga is really good. Plus, the character designs are, like, disturbingly hot for how old they're supposed to be. I'm like... Yeah.
It was darker, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was definitely darker. Later on, Jessie gets pregnant.
What?
Yeah! No, it's a really cute picture, too.
Wait, so what does she do during the pregnancy?
Yeah. Huh? Dude, they they live normal lives, bro. After that, yeah, look it up. Yeah,
hold on a second. Wait, I don't think
wholesome.
I don't think I want to Google Jessie pregnant. Jessie
Okay, doing it anyway.
pregnant.
Okay, you might want to go with Pokemon, Jesse.
The U.S. Japanese manga comparison. I feel like I watched.
Yeah,
something.
what's the first image?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, in the manga?
Yeah, look how fucking cute that is.
Wow. Wow. Really?
That is adorable. Yeah. Look, they're just happy now. They're not trying to, like, steal Pikachu. This is not NSFW now. Full and other respect. What's up? Yeah, no, I mean, like, if you want, like oddly, like, not safe for work, the first time you see, what was your name? Misty, like, suiting up. She's in a wetsuit, and you're like, okay, you're not supposed to be hot at that age.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What the heck? Jesse and James have a kid?
Yeah, and it's cute.
And stop chasing Pikachu?
Yeah, they go say what's up to Ash's mom.
They weren't in the manga much?
No, they weren't. Because, you know, they were useful as a device and like, okay, cool. They don't need to constantly keep referring to slapstick humor. They relied on, like, you know, the dynamic between between Ash and Misty and Brock, because they just had really good chemistry with one another.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, Marty, you talk about was that picture original artwork? No, that was from the Pokemon manga.
Red, blue, green, yellow. Yeah.
Pokemon,
Oh man,
red, blue, green, yellow.
the Orange Islands fight was like spectacular in the manga.
Wow, what the heck? Nah, but or if any of this is my original art. No, I haven't made any of this. We're just talking about anime today. that I really like.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, let's roll to the #1 pick.
A panel with Arbok getting sliced. Yeah, I guess that wow. I mean, I wish there was. I guess I should watch some videos on that to see the difference.
Yeah, no, it's pretty startling.
So,
I don't know anybody who's gonna argue with you on this one.
yeah, well, anybody who would argue my final pick and like my favorite anime of
Can't legally buy alcohol yet.
yeah, exactly. Dang! Oh no! No! Didn't draw this. Ruby Sapphire romance arc. Wow, that's weird. I can find a way. You can find a way to disagree with this. I mean,
you can disagree. You'll just be wrong. It's fine.
So like, what's the age? Like,
I mean, to have this to be in good taste. I don't know. Can you talk yet? It is the right pick.
It's not Madoka. I do not like Madoka. Doesn't even make like my top like 25, my top 30. Just like, I mean, I hold it together along with Haruhi.
It's shocking. It's paradigm shift. It's got, you know, it's the interesting lots of things. It's not like a complete package.
Yeah.
Not like this is.
like you can relate to two of my picks. Which ones, Joro? Which ones? Like tell me my final pick is not uncontestable, right? It's just like if Tenchi and Lupin. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Like it has the obviously.
There's no other pick. Nothing comes close.
Cowboy, yeah, like Cowboy Bebop, right? Like, all right. So this whole channel, right, is about me playing games for the first time and not replaying things I've done before, right? And when it's not game development, right? And so I can't rewatch things, I can't replay things, I can't redo things, I can't reread things because I just remember the experience too vividly once I like trigger those synapses or whatever, right? Cowboy Bebop, I've probably like watched every episode at least 10-15 times, right? Which I'm sure people outpace that, but it's like I just go back and watch it all the time. It's all right. Watched it too young. Related to your choices. Like
you can go back and watch it and it holds up perfectly.
Yeah, and like it's aged super well. I mean, the like I think it's possible to not like Cowboy Bebop if you don't like some of the elements in the stew, right? Like you don't like spaghetti westerns, you don't like kung fu movies, you don't like sci-fi, you don't like martial arts, you don't like detective noir stuff.
If you don't like the best examples of every one of those genres.
Yeah, and you don't like jazz music.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like, if none of that, like, I love all of that stuff. Yeah, and the dub is fantastic too. Like, the only thing that I and then the way I saw Cowboy Bebop was really interesting. Was I saw the last episode first because I didn't have my interest before then, and then I was like, whoa, what the heck is this? I need to figure this out. And I went from the beginning to the end. Hey, Echo. I just don't love Hollywood. I mean, there's not necessarily a Hollywood as a genre, right? That can come in other forms. I mean, you know, westerns were books, you know? Like, I mean, I read, what is it? The Book of True Grit.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I mean, I don't know how much that counts. But, like, you know, those sort of things come in other forms and whatnot, right? Science fiction and whatnot. And I don't feel like Cowboy Bebop was very Hollywood as an anime.
It drew a lot of inspiration from elements that were majorly introduced to the public via Hollywood. Yeah, so like, you know, kung fu is Hollywood.
That's true.
Noir is Hollywood.
That's true.
Yeah, so you have to be really niche in those to have been introduced to any of those elements without Hollywood.
You saw. How old were you when you saw it, John? I mean, I think I was 12 or 13 when I saw Cowboy Bebop, but
yeah,
like I was still just kind of like, I feel like I couldn't process it all, and it was so. And then I just kind of enjoy it more as I get older too. Like every episode is written so densely, and like visually the direction is so detailed, and like there's not really a wasted movement. There's not really a wasted expression. Like the details of the sci-fi history is so like well considered and like believable, like acceptable, you know. And it's actually really thoroughly detailed. But then it's just like it doesn't mind if you miss stuff, which is like how I love for things to be made.
Yeah, if you go back, you will depending on like, you know, how much you've matured since the last time you read it or last time you watched it. Like, you know, at first you love the explosions, you love the fight scenes, you like the gunfights, you know, you love all the action sequences. Then later on you start liking the music and you like, you know, the interplay. Then later on you like the dynamics between the characters, right? Like how Spike really feeds off of Vicious, how everybody's like motivation really plays into their character development.
Yeah, like, these are people.
Yeah,
they're people,
dude. And then later on, you like, you know, you get into film study, and then you look at the cinematography, you look at the shot composition, everything about it.
And it was just like a perfect storm of people involved in the project too, who did spectacular work on a lot of other stuff too. And I mean, like these characters, like, you know, you could take, I mean, it could not be an anime, and as long as you still did everything right, like
you could write about these characters. You could, you could have a radio show about these characters. All these characters are so thoroughly fleshed out. Like you could spend half an hour describing each one of them, and that's really hard to do in an anime. Like they're pretty one-dimensional usually, you know.
I feel like that Lupin and Cowboy Bebop competes with each other's. Which you don't. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's true.
Lupin doesn't have the cast that Cowboy Bebop does.
I mean, Bebop's darker. Remember when Adult Swim started? It was dark. A lot of blood anime. Yeah, well, I mean, I felt like that was a lot of anime at the time, Echo. Like, I feel like late 80s, early 90s, which is kind of what they were drawing from. And then I guess to the end of the 90s, like, it had a lot of violent, like, kind of action anime. And then, like, stuff that might be explicitly romance and harem. Like, you didn't have a bunch of moe stuff like you do now. Like, you had some, like, magical girl shows and stuff like that, but that wasn't really gonna fly with that particular audience, you know? So...
It's a cultural thing that, like, is not really easy to jump into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10,
like,
I think, which didn't matter for Akira. I still loved it. Bebop didn't grab me at the time. Yeah, that makes sense. Two Beanies, Mr. Beanie. Anime series and not films. Yeah. It's anime series. Not a fan of noir romance, important part of Spike, Jet's arc. A lot of those characters' arcs are the types of runaway romance too. Like watching Outlaw Star more than Bebop.
Outlaw Star does appeal to a younger audience. It's easier to wrap your head around.
I liked Outlaw Star.
Yeah, no, but it's a less fulfilling anime if you rewatch it, let's say.
Oh yeah, I couldn't rewatch it. I mean, Outlaw Star was 100% relatable. I felt like that's kind of what I would have done if I went on that sort of adventure, you know? Like the characters were nice, like a lot of the beats were hit well, the world was pretty good, and main dude had a clear motivation. Like, I got no beef with Outlaw Star. It just,
it's not Cowboy Bebop.
It just didn't stay with me like Bebop. But I mean, I could dig that, Remy. Like, that makes sense to me, man.
I mean, it's definitely deserves an honorable mention. A lot of things deserved an honorable mention at that time. If Cowboy Bebop didn't exist, we wouldn't have this juggernaut to, like, just bowl over everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a juggernaut depending on when you were born. You had to be the right age. Now, like, people, it's possible to not know it and still kind of love anime.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's depending on how much life experience you have to go back and, like,
My Hero Academia, sucky. No, you think it's sucky? Overrated? I'm done, thanks. So, My Hero Academia, I like it. But all My Hero Academia is, right, is like the composite of the last, like, 3 decades or so of shonen action shows. And, like, kind of the best parts from that put together and kind of refined and presented, as a really palatable, really nice stew. And, like, I dig it. I mean, I think there's a disconnect when, if you're somewhat new to anime, I mean new within, like, the last maybe 10 years, it could potentially be quite mind-blowing. If you missed the Dragon Ball era, if you missed the Naruto and Bleach era, or I guess if you missed the Inuyasha era, I suppose that kind of counts too.
Yeah.
And you're just getting into anime now, and you watch My Hero Academia, you're like, oh my god.
It is the latest.
Whoa.
It is the latest in a tried and true formula. Yeah. So every what, 5th season, they'll bring out another Juggernaut shonen anime. And another group will pick it up, and it'll be their best thing ever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I mean that's just that same thing with Darling in the Franxx, right? Which was brought up earlier. If you haven't seen Evangelion, Darling in the Franxx can have a really big impact on you, right? And there was another show. I remember that was changing people's lives between those two. That was kind of the Eva for that time period. Was Razefon. Now nobody ever talks about it.
Razefon, yeah.
Yeah, like that show was garbage, right? But
it was a cool opening.
Yeah, it did. What had cool stuff
really
about
good
it.
opening, yeah.
But it's not garbage if you don't have something like that to compare it to. So, was that funny stuff? Oh, I think that's just Adult Swim was on the way out anyway. Echo, I kind of felt, and they were just trying stuff. Outlaw Star was a great adventure. It was Firefly anime before Fly. I still need to watch Firefly.
You need to watch Firefly.
I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Franxx was also horribly placed and had an awful ending. I mean, like Evangelion technically had.
It had 5 awful endings.
Yeah, like it had an awful ending, right? And it was later made up for.
It still wasn't made up for. It's like Hellsing. They can't close.
The movie.
I liked it.
You like? Well, I like the movie ending. Oh, careful, that's really loud.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
really loud on the microphone.
But that's what everybody did at the end of Evangelion. Everybody's clapping and saying congratulations.
Yeah, End of Evangelion was good. It was fine. Jump to Legend of Galactic Heroes. These characters speak to me on a personal level, though. Kogi's to lesser sit. Personal combat spikes. Small scale dilemma is less relatable than pricking essentially amounts of philosophical or cosmic alignment and trying to reshape society around that. Yeah. I relate to Spike, and I relate to all the characters. I mean, I'm frustrated with parts of them too, but I mean, I think that makes it really human. I mean, I don't need it to be. I mean, like a lot of this, the scale of a lot of the shows I really have here. Tenchi Muyo probably has like the largest scale. Like that gets really intergalactic later on, and I think that's cool. But that's not really like what I kind of dig about it, right?
It's not relatable.
Yeah.
You know who?
Hi, Squall Heart. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah. You know who made a good example of this? The X-Men franchise. So the X-Men franchise is always about saving the world, saving the world, saving the world, saving the world, right? But then people got the most invested with Logan, and it traded saving the world for saving one girl, and people were so much more invested in that because there's something that was relatable. You want to save one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so,
what.
All of this stuff about, like, it's a fighting, wars on an intergalactic level. Who's gonna be like, well, yeah, I totally get that, but pining over a girl that you lost. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. The thing is, like, that kind of thing gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until the point where it's just kind of like, all right, and now it's about saving the universe. Bigger than that, saving the universe and the heavens and the hell, and it's just kind of like, I mean, that can be relatable as long as the characters are kind of relatable. I don't know. I mean, eventually they scale back down and kind of start over again. But yeah. I mean, like, you know, I still think that's cool. But yeah, I guess like having this out in front of me now, like a lot of stuff doesn't get very big. But the movie ending to Evangelion was good. Yeah. No, it was definitely good. It was definitely good. Crest of the Stars series, I think I might have tried to watch that and didn't care. I can't quite remember.
Oh man, Evangelion. God, I cried when
Kaji?
No, what's it? Not Ritsuko.
My brother cried on
Katsuragi. The fuck is her her first name?
Everybody has their clothes on this. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hey, it's anime.
Crest of the Stars was extremely slow drama. If you like extremely slow drama, God, what's that?
Early 80s.
What's that? One where they're all flying around in the. Oh my God.
Misato, Asuka.
Yeah, no, Misato. Yeah.
Yeah,
When
Misato.
She kisses Shinji and dies. That killed me every time.
Last Exile. Oh my god.
Last Exile, yes.
No.
Last Exile is a slow
No.
drama. No, it's
slow drama.
It's an extremely slow drama. Yeah.
I mean, it was also garbage. God, how can you make something about airships and make me not want to watch it? Like, oh my, like airship stuff just gets a pass. I do a lot of work, man.
Yeah, but it is a mess.
God, like, there's not even any cool pictures here. Like, the whole thing takes place in the air. It's all airships and flying machines. People were going gaga for this. Like, what was it, 2002? It wasn't about airships. It was a drama that had airships in it.
This is true. Yeah.
Probably
That's
simply-
why it wasn't an airship anime. It's a drama anime.
Yeah.
Guest starring.
Is that why I had the same problem I did with Eureka 7? Like Eureka 7 was saying, we got airships, we got air flying boards, we got like all this fun like air stuff. Oh, but don't ride it. Don't ride that airboard for like 9 episodes. No, we have serious things to do. It's like,
Yeah, no, it's delayed gratification, which failed. But no,
my brother loved it. My brother
for
loved that.
for Squallheart, what's it? When he's talking about Asuka in her last battle versus Misato dying, like, those are very different stakes. So when you're talking about Asuka and her last battle, she never expected that she would lose. You saw it in her eyes. She was like, "No, I got this. I'm gonna like tear everybody."
Oh yeah,
you know,
well
down."
that's just the expressions, the animation done,
Yeah.
and whatnot.
But I mean, like, you know, that for me, that wasn't as impactful when Misato got shot, knew it was going down, and then carried on in the way that she did. Like, that was heart-wrenching for me.
Oh, I mean, it done good in before BioShock. I like BioShock Infinite.
Wow, spoilers. It's been 20 years. Guess what? Romeo and Juliet die. Hamlet dies.
I mean, technically, if you got younger people around, like, there's a chance they haven't seen it and might need to. Specifically, there are some people on the stream that I do want to watch Evangelion when they argue with me about anime, and I'm just kind of like, look, you're not allowed to argue with me about this. You need to watch Evangelion first.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's a prerequisite. After that, you can argue with me. Cowboy Bebop is you can't argue with me.
It was like Gunsmith Cats, but for planes. The artist was the same. Really? For Last Exile?
And Gunsmith Cats?
Wow. No way. I love Gunsmith Cats. I don't like Last Exile at all. I lost my girl. I want to hit Rim real quick before we go too far.
Sure.
I lost my girl is far less relatable and personal to me than a diametric debate between democracy and autocracy. People are important. Ideas are more important, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's not really ideas. It's not really people. It's like individuals, if that makes more sense. Like, not in the broad sense. Like, that's what I kind of really care about in the stories. Individuals and individuals relating to one another, and like the chaos, the kind of bouncing off of personalities, and then a cool world.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Evangelion has issues at the time. There's nearly nothing like it. It redefined
Yeah.
anime at the time.
It blew the doors
It
open.
doesn't necessarily make your 3x3.
Yeah. It doesn't like. I respect Evangelion. It's really high. It's in my top 25, definitely. Not a favorite. definitely had a huge impact on me, and I know it had a huge impact on like the industry. I feel like now it might be a little diluted. If you go back to it now, it might not be quite the same. Good character development. Send you your 3x3, see if you find all of them. Okay.
So 801 TTS Airbats. This is the only other person I've ever heard like mention this anime.
I remember that name. I never saw it.
It's like you can get through it once.
Okay. Also, I guess none of the shows on the list of my shows. I got it, John. I'll pull it up. I'll pull you up for a second. Didn't enjoy Attack on Titan or Tokyo Ghoul.
I enjoyed both of them, but for stupid reasons.
Do you know about me and Attack on Titan, Buddy Cat?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, everybody hates me for this. I am absolutely the wrong person.
I was there. I was there again now.
He was here.
3,000 years ago.
Yeah, I only know the older animes. Kit was the one who showed me the first episode of Attack on Titan.
The only episode. I flatly refuse to show you the second.
Yeah, he would not show me the second. Because, and it was prefaced a little bit about how it was gonna, like, affect me. Right?
Which it should have if you were a normal human being instead of a fucking sociopath.
It's a good show. It's a good show. It's well done. I understand its appeal on people. I even understand why the giant naked people have an impact on folks and don't make them laugh, right? But like, I mean, episode 1, and I mean this is spoilers, I guess, if you're gonna watch episode 1. Like, okay, hold on. Before I get to that, right? So you know, I say I don't need things to be super subtle, right? Like, anime isn't super subtle, right? But, like, you walk into, like, a china shop and you have, like, a bat the size of, like, a redwood tree, and you swing that bat, and it's like, are you gonna break any china? And it's like, of course you are. And that's Attack on Titan to me. It was like, hey, you know what? We're gonna make you cry. Episode 1, one of the giants is gonna pick up his mom and eat her. It's just like...
And like a fucking psychopath, you just laughing your ass off.
I was like, oh my god, like, really? Like,
it's supposed to have shock value. It's supposed to be heart-wrenching.
See, for me, there's a meter when it comes to narrative and fiction and whatnot, and it's like, you go up against that, like, and then once you go beyond that, like, you've gone into absurdity, right? And Attack on Titan is
do that.
Is in absurdity for me personally. It's just absurdity, with no humor behind it, right? Like, it's dead serious
funny
drama, and I'm just kind of like, I mean, this is hilarious to me. This is just, it's too much. This is too much for me. So it just doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. I don't mind that. The way they did it was so over the top. That's a good point, Squallheart.
Yeah, but there's no other way to handle that. What do you want, casually eating his mom?
They could. Well, that's the thing, because that's the nature of Attack on Titan. It is over the top. Big, giant, naked people attack the city, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, it's gonna be over the top, but I mean, that's exactly the point.
No, but the director had a very specific reason for doing that. It strips away their humanity, so you have these huge humanoid creatures which are running around like, you know, naked without any thought to it, which have these fixed expressions. So yeah, they're this horrifying, like, you know, pantomime of humanity.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, no, it's not.
That's funny.
It's supposed to be horrifying.
That's just so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like, it's just hilarious. And then every time I see it, I want to laugh. John Ford was streaming the game. I wanted to laugh. Like, Attack on Titan is just funny to me. Tried too hard to get you emotion. Took the emotion out from me. I laughed too. Yeah. Oh, you're the first person. You're the first person to say that, Squall. You're the first person to say that. I've never heard anybody else say that they laughed too. Yeah, it was way too much. Shock value to establish setting, like Goblin Slayer. Yeah, exactly like Goblin Slayer.
No, yeah, but Goblin Slayer didn't, like, continue with the theme. Like, you know, John was totally right. Like, you know, when Levi's Squad gets decimated, it ramps it up.
I mean, yeah, I mean...
characters you are now invested in, and, like, you know, instead of relying on that, everybody understands, like, your mom getting eaten. Yeah, now you have characters who, like, you know, you got invested in, who got, like, you know, squished.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, I couldn't even get... I watched a few more episodes after the first one. I think I went, like, 5 episodes in, and I was like, I was just like, I don't... Like, this is just... It's too much for me. Like, I was just like... whatever. Like, I only have so many years on this planet, and I don't want to spend them watching Attack on Titan. I don't want to spend them watching Attack on Titan.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hey, where did it go? Where's my 3x3? Oh, I mean, my goodness.
I only did like what the first episode.
Oh,
the first
did I
season.
just get rid of it?
Yeah.
Where did it go?
New One Punch Man is almost out, and I like the first one.
Oh no! I made the 3x3 and it's gone now. Is that right?
Check all your tabs.
Rip your 3x3. One Punch is out, and I like the first one. I want to give it a good try eventually. Huh! We spent all this time building the 3x3 and I destroyed it.
Wait, no, go back to the browser and just unclose tabs.
Go back to the browser.
The browser that you used for it?
Yeah, Chrome.
And then, yeah, what's it? Control Shift T.
Control Shift T.
T is in Tom.
Oh, there we go. Boom. There we go. There we go.
Boom shakalaka.
Continue editing. Oh, thank you.
Okay, save it or screenshot it right now.
Nobody has the same opinion as me on Attack on Titan. Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, because the rest of us are well-adjusted human
Nah,
beings.
that's too much. That's too much. It's like writing something like that. That's ridiculous. Hey, Fang, what's up, man? It didn't save your Keijo picture.
Did it not? I thought it was...
No, there was no Keijo picture there. That's what he's saying. That was garbage. Wait,
no,
I got my.
No, he's interjecting, like he's being sarcastic.
Yeah. Facetious or
facetiousness. Yeah.
Let's let me save this. I'll save to Google Drive. That could be good. Yeah. Be funky collage. Sure, whatever. I'll find it. Oh my god, what the heck? But yeah, you dropped One Punch Man, Remy. What about it didn't work for you?
One Punch Man is such a great study on, like, you know, it's an OP characters.
Yeah, I guess, like, Kit's really into OP characters, so...
It depends on how you handle them.
Ice Squall Heart agrees with me on Attack on Titan.
Yes, on Attack on Titan. Okay, so... The thing with One Punch Man is that it has to be creative, right? So like every other fighting anime, it's like, oh well, how does the protagonist get stronger? Oh, it's like that One Punch Man is the protagonist is OP. What do we do with him?
I mean, I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
That doesn't rock my world, you know.
Oh my god, though the music on the fight scenes will rock your world.
Contrived and corny. Yeah, they could have hit the same story beats with a little more subtlety. I agree. Like, and I would have been fine with it. But I mean, it wouldn't be Attack on Titan if they did that, right? Yeah. The whole point of Attack on Titan is it's
larger than life.
Yeah, it's huge right out the gate, and it's supposed to grab you and wrangle you, and you're not gonna miss it, you know.
The characters are over the top. The antagonists are over the top. The setting, the framing is over the top. Everything is just like always like this crazy, like, you know, spiraling panorama. It's awesome.
Disagree that it could have been more subtle, like the more subtle and political part of it. Yeah, like I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I think it's good, but you know, but that's what made Attack on Titan big too, right? Like the fact that it wasn't subtle about that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like you know, that's a good attention grabber. It's good to sell something. I should probably make my games with moms getting eaten by giants. You know?
It'll make some waves. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, if you want subtle and political, you watch Gundam.
Oh, God, yeah, you do watch Gundam. But, let me sort these by score. Didn't like the pitch. People like it's the reason I don't like it. The show is wasting my time. I know it's never going to explain anything. The entire show exists to be a punchline both in existence and reality. Oh, for One Punch Man.
You read both of those words incorrectly.
Which one?
Essence and literally? You said existence and reality.
Oh, yeah, they get me on that all the time. I do that a lot. It's like, they say Josh can't read.
You spent a lot of money for somebody who can't read.
Especially when I get tired. So, so, my opinions... my opinions are different than... My favorites, right, are different than, like, scores I've attributed to, like, lots of different anime I've watched. Like, I feel like... and something can not necessarily be highly rated, and I don't, like I might give something a high rating, but it's not gonna be a favorite.
Yeah.
So,
There's lots of bad anime that is enjoyable. Is it gonna make you 3x3? It shouldn't.
Madoka? I think I gave Madoka an 8. Let's see. Where's she at?
You want to talk about good fight scenes? The Madoka movie, the shootout between Mami and
yeah, I mean it was good.
Yeah.
No,
I just good. That was the best.
Madoka.
That was the best shootout ever. That was the best shootout in all of film. Yeah. No, the Madoka movie, that shootout between Homura and Mami. Yeah. John Woo doesn't do a gunfight as good as that.
Like, I remember it being good, but I just did not care. Like with Madoka,
the stakes are really low, but yeah.
I checked out. And then I kind of didn't matter what you put on the screen at that point. It's like, I felt like Madoka was promising more than it actually, like, delivered on. But, like, I think the promise was more in the effect it had, like, the turning point in kind of the industry at that time, right? So, Ori and the Blind Forest, yeah, we've played through it and beat it. And I'm gonna play Ori and the Blind Forest 2 once it's out. Like, I dug it. I had a few issues with it, but I had a good time. Too many shows have one good idea, pretty much have nothing to offer after the first episode. Yeah, that's super common now.
Yeah.
That's super common now.
Well, the other thing is that, they'll have a good idea, and then studios and directors will rush them to produce product. It's like, hey, people really loved your pitch. People really loved your first episode. People really loved your first season. We need the next one out right now. And then they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then they give you a tournament arc in order to kill time so that they can write.
I hate that in most shonen anime. Like, I was reading Get Backers, and they're like, tournament arc. It's just like, what
everybody
the heck?
does a tournament arc because, like, it's something reliable that kills a lot of time, so you can have the story catch up.
Like Goblin Slayer and One Punch Man. I mean, people seem to generally feel like, I haven't watched either of them through, but people feel like Goblin Slayer didn't deliver and One Punch Man did.
No, Goblin Slayer did not deliver. It's entertaining, but it doesn't follow through on.
I thought the first episode of Goblin Slayer was funny because I hate isekai anime.
It's not isekai. What are you talking about?
It was.
It's fantasy. It's straight fantasy.
Oh, it's just straight fantasy?
Straight fantasy, yeah.
That's not funny anymore then. Never mind. Yeah. Forget it.
No, it's straight fantasy.
Where is Madoka, whatever? Also, I fell asleep watching, like, 3 times trying to watch Madoka Magica, so... No, he's not from another world? Oh, never mind.
Wait, the Madoka, what's it, gunfight?
I need a show to be more than fun, says Rim. Yeah, I guess so. I don't think my standards for anime are quite as high as, like I need my novels to be kind of in-depth. My anime, like, like, it doesn't have to be, like, a super serious character study or anything like that. Like, that's not really what I go to the medium for, right? I think the most serious thing on this list really is Cowboy Bebop, right? Like, I got Crime and Punishment, my favorite novel, is for that, right? And then, like, movies. A few of my favorite movies are more serious. But anime, they can do the heavier stuff, but I'm not quite there for that. The Love ReZero, no explanation of why any of it happened. I couldn't get into it. But just because it was the In Another World stuff. The only In Another World animes I like are ones that are comedy or making fun of it. I mean, I guess Shield Hero is working out for me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, ReZero, that part's not important to the plot. It's like, oh well, why is he in another world? Actually, you know what? No, I think they are. I think they are finally, like, sort of exploring it. If the light novel goes in the direction I think it's going to go. What's up?
I like the Shield Hero take on Isekai. The other world is garbage, and everyone will make your life miserable.
Yeah, true story. That is... You know what's getting really frustrating about Shield Hero, though? Is it's crossed that threshold of, like, okay, yeah, no, this makes sense, into now they're just torturing him because, like, it sets him apart from other Isekai.
Hey, I'll make a note on all those, Rim, because I actually have more time to leave notes here.
Yeah.
Here we go. We'll put it on, like, it'll be cool. Put on this, talk about it. Horrible pacing for one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just seems to have average, like, anime fantasy kind of pacing to me. Like, I don't think anything about Shield Hero is spectacular, but yeah, the Horrible World is pretty good.
No, that opening is spectacular.
Oh, good opening. Yeah. Like I just think Shield Hero is good. Like, that's just good. Like, that's it.
It's what's on this season.
yeah, exactly. Though I haven't really looked around. Oh, you don't like the OP? We played it in OS.
We played it because I wanted to. That was my suggestion.
Madoka Magica. Oh, here we go. Alright, I don't think you can see it down there.
Wait, what about
it? To the top. Oh, he was like, I hate to think what you gave Madoka Magica.
Oh, yeah, just the rating. Yeah.
Okay, so Madoka Magica, I gave it a 7.
Well, the visuals for Madoka are like an 11. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, the visuals are great. It was so hard for me to stay awake watching that show, man. Finally, the third time I could do it once I knew like why it mattered, but
it sounded the death knell of Moe.
Oh man, like, but yeah, Madoka equals Infinite Stratos. Yeah, for me, honestly.
Dude, Infinite Stratos was in that era of like very mediocre anime. Yeah, no, that's true.
When her life was tragic, no, I was just like, man, that girl's life is tragic. Okay.
Then, yeah, no, but you were laughing.
Nah, Madoka Magica didn't make me laugh. I was falling asleep.
Hey, Josh, what else was around Infinite Stratos? Because, like... Yeah.
That year? I don't actually know the year it came out.
No, not that year, just like that, like 3 years. Like, it was a bunch of, like, no-name, whatever, stuff that people, like, instantly forgot.
Oh, yeah, Witchcraft... Be bad, rating it above a 4. I like the world, I like the witch thing, like, you know, it was all light and fluffy reasons that I liked it. I mean, the stuff that you get down to that's like, it's either like something's a 5, Tekken movie, or I just dropped it, because, Iori Yoshi, Naruto, I'm not finishing Naruto, and like Naruto. Gunslinger Girl, people were going crazy about Naruto. Like, or Gunslinger Girl. Like, it's the same way about Noir, which I finished. God, that anime was just...
No, it was fun at the time because there was nothing else to watch. Gunslinger Girl was like, you know, it's I guess a reframing and reply to that, but it's not an enduring genre.
Oh, wait a second. No. Not Gunslinger Girl. Okay, that was it. If I remember correctly, the reason why I didn't get into Gunslinger Girl is that it seemed to be really emphasizing the idea that these were little girls fighting like a horrible gun war, and it's so sad. If I remember correctly. I mean, that was way back when, and I didn't really...
That's more or less right.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like... Okay.
It's a weird sell. Yeah.
Yeah. Cell, I've heard about it. Wolf's Rain was okay. I consider Wolf's Rain like a Joro show. Like, I mean, like a lot of this stuff isn't necessarily bad stuff. It's just kind of like, you know, I just don't care. And I'd rather watch something else.
Rain. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about Wolf's Rain.
Yeah, I guess I say this is below. This isn't necessarily below 5. This is just unrated. This is just stuff I dropped, like stuff I just wasn't interested in. Yeah, well, Joro like stuff that's like has heavy philosophical themes a lot of times, and sometimes characters sitting and talking philosophy. I like that in my books. I like that in YouTube videos. In anime, I can like it when philosophical themes are present, right? But like a lot of times when the anime tries to get deep, per se, it's you hear cicadas, they're looking up at like, you know, telephone lines, and the character's like, I am me. And then there's a big silence, and I'm just kind of like...
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot of ways other than, like, block walls of exposition that can convey what's supposed to be happening.
Yeah, so, like...
I liked SAO except Season 2. SAO has, like, on-off, stakes. So, like, first half of Season 1, stakes are high. The second half of Season 1, stakes are stupid. First half of Season 2... stakes are high. Second half of Season 2, stakes are stupid again.
Yeah, Sword Art for me, it's in another world, and it's not funny. And I just, like, that's just... I guess that's my gatekeeping for that kind of stuff is pretty harsh. Like, it just
philosophical.
Just not appeal to me.
Satisfied by
Nier Automata. I like it when my video games get a little deep and darker. I'm cool with that too. I guess it's just like, yeah, anime is probably kind of the one place where I just when they just kind of do that, I just like kind of don't care. First core is good, the rest is trash.
No, you know who does well, no, not philosophical, psychological stuff. God, what's that guy's name? He did Paprika, Perfect Blue.
Oh, Satoshi Kon.
Yeah, it's Kon.
Yeah, you know what? If we get into movies, I think some of my anime movies might be a little darker.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, but not as well thought through because I don't spend that much time thinking about movies. Yeah, the movies are probably darker than series because I think maybe a
Millennium
series
Girl. Jesus.
I want to spend time with. Serial Experiments Lane? Is that what you said?
No, Millennium Girl.
Millennium Actress.
Serial Experiments Lane is way ahead of its time.
Yeah, yeah. That wasn't. Was that dark? I guess Serial Experiments Lane wasn't necessarily.
It was like I wouldn't want to say it was dark. It was detached.
Gun Gale a lot. Was that? What was Gun Gale?
Oh, Gun Gale. Was it? It was an SAO spinoff.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Suna arc, end of season 2. Suna's uses of the first core.
Jeez. Was it? Asuna serves as a Deu Machina to advance Kirito, or like to get Kirito to do anything.
Yeah, it's just, man, and also like during that period of time of Sword Art Online, I don't like how they animate fight scenes. Like there was this desire, which is finally starting to kind of like fade away, where it's like, here's the fight. The characters are gonna whip their swords like sock balled up in a ball, and there's gonna be like lines, and then we're gonna take the camera and we're gonna like kind of pan around what's happening in a circle. And
it's dynamic.
Yeah, it looks dynamic, but I like specifically speaking, like the 3x3. I specifically remember a point in Tenchi Muyo where you see Tenchi's grandpa fight for like the first time, and like he's awesome, right? Like he swings his sword, like the guy swings his sword at him, and like he jumps on the guy's hand, and like these aren't like tactical, realistic movements, right? But it's like step by step, you could kind of see like it's just like I was talking about choreography in fighting movies a few times before, like. You know, like, it's conveyed through the battle. Like, the command this guy has of movements, the command this guy has of battle. Like, there's a lot of character expressed through the fight. And I feel like that period of time, like, character wasn't being expressed through, like, physical combat so much. But that's kind of not too much.
If you want good, involved, easy-to-follow fights that are just excellently choreographed, that's Jubei-chan. Dude, go back and watch Jubei-chan. It is really, really good fight scenes.
Jubei-chan is nice. They violate the 180-degree rule. Never supposed to pan more than 180 degrees in a one-on-one fight.
Tell that to the Wachowski brothers.
Just to keep the visual clear. Yeah. Totally. But
yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's a never. Never's hard.
Never do this. But yeah, shoot. But I mean, here we got the final result, 3x3. So now when we argue anime and a new season comes out, you know, and everybody likes dumb, boring cat girl rascal senpai dream boring show.
What's the
you know why?
What's the most recent anime on there?
Is it Karikana?
God, Karikano is not on that list.
Ah, God, why do I keep calling Toradora Karikano? Because I don't like Karikano.
Why do you keep placing it on your mind so badly? God.
I don't know, because I wanted to like it.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. But see, you know what you're dealing with, Rim, right? And what was actually really cool about this is, you know, like, I have a better idea myself of, like, what I want from anime, right? Like, anime is probably the least serious form of media for me that I come to expecting or wanting anything serious for. Movies would be, anime movies would probably be more serious, but I think the thing about an anime, like, you know, you're going 24 episodes, I tend to want a place that I want to spend some time in, and it tends to be, like, ultra leisure for me, you know? If I'm gonna watch anything that long, it tends to be ultra leisure. Like, I think I want my deep, heavier philosophical points delivered more quickly, I believe. Mima Hearth, hello. Dororo.
Dororo?
Ayori Aoshi. Oh, was it pervy?
No, it wasn't pervy at all.
Oh, okay.
Like
I didn't even finish that first volume of the manga. It's just like,
well, hey Josh, real quick, what was the worst?
I didn't see Dororo. Just watch episode 1. Please, no spoilers of Dororo. I haven't watched it yet myself. I'm not sure if nobody's really been suggesting it.
Super wholesome, dude. What was the worst anime you've ever seen? Because I have a serious contender.
Worst anime I've ever seen.
Shoujo site. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one.
Worst shoujo anime.
No, worst anime. Yeah, the worst anime.
Oh, worst anime.
This one's just Mahou Shoujo.
Yeah, like I'm bungling my talks because I'm getting probably get tired. Let's see. Let's go down. I mean, it's definitely among these ones that I didn't like. Bunny Senpai Dumb Show, Cat Soup. Good picks. Lupin, Muyo, Nichijou 3x3.
Oh, right.
Hunter,
So
Hunter.
the reason why Hunter x Hunter's on there is because Josh loves like the really rigid rules.
I would write Hunter x Hunter. Like my old novel, Oddly So Far, that is very, very close to like trying to make Hunter x Hunter. Even though I hadn't seen Hunter x Hunter back then. Like, I love that.
All of your characters are either lawful good, lawful neutral, or lawful evil. You only write one side of this. Oh, man.
God, what's the worst thing in here? You know what? The worst anime I've ever seen is probably so bad I didn't even bother to put it on this list.
Yeah. No, but this anime made...
Oh, yeah. You're 3x3. Can you drop the link again, John? I forgot.
Yeah. So the worst anime I've ever seen was an anime called Piano.
Piano.
God, and it had like the ugliest protagonist and she's so
I've dropped
boring.
I've dropped One Punch for now, but I'm gonna revisit it.
Yeah.
Oh right,
Your
my whispers.
whispers.
Okay, so here's John Ford's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Kill la Kill, Konosuba.
Yakitate Japan.
I thought so. I haven't seen that because it's about food.
Evangelion.
Eva, and then Hinamatsuri, Azumanga Daioh, right?
Yeah.
Bakemonogatari. I don't know these two.
Haruhi Suzumiya, and I can't tell the last one.
Who's
Yeah.
this?
Yes, Kit Pa. Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
That's Madoka?
It's Homura. Yeah, it's because it's Madoka. Who cares?
Yeah. That's Madoka, is it?
Who cares? Right, I even say it's good, but it's just because guys, when people like it, I just want to say like.
The last one's Kaide from Bunny Senpai. Okay, yeah.
Kaide from Bunny Senpai. Oh, Bunny Senpai.
Hitalia.
Bunny Senpai.
I had an ex who was super into Hitalia, but I just couldn't get into it. I should have. We would have stayed together.
That's my friend Kit. Mima. We've been buddies forever. Welcome.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mima? Why is the Asian dude sitting all the way in the back?
All the way in the back.
Okay.
You
If
might.
I sat right here, I would be in his ear. It'd be super
Yeah. It's literally like my camera somehow like makes it look like there's a lot more space in here than there actually is.
It's fish-eyed.
And I don't have it's not like widescreen, right, to capture more space. So yeah, we're gonna get 3x3 waifus. Wait, we should wait till the waifu stream to do that, right? We'll do like a waifu stream like next month. I have to. God, it's so hard with anime. I could do it with video games. It's hard for me with anime.
We'll do video games are fine too. But video game waifus in there too.
We could do that.
Yeah, any
Why-
waifu.
why-
Any
why-
waifu.
why not?
Any waifu from any medium.
We'll weeb way out. We'll weeb way out. I like what you guys said. Like monthly. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's kind of fun. Like, and then other stuff. We'll probably have other topics like that. Like,
Yeah.
stream like this is cool. I don't feel like I can like kind of do this on my own, really. But like, if Kit's here on this side, you know, and it's something everybody else is interested in doing, like, you know, I feel like we can get this going pretty regularly. I think it's cool. I think this was fun. I think it's fun to argue favorites, compare tastes and stuff, and it helps me learn about myself too, right? which is good.
Like apparently you don't like widespread conflict.
I wonder about that. There might be some video games that have large conflict that might be cool. It probably depends on genre for me. That's an argument I have with Moyo a lot about genre. But
Yeah. Oh, there's no mecha on that end.
make him watch Kaguya-sama. Yeah, God, like I wish if I had more time, I'd be like, hey, let's all kind of watch this, and you know, like we could talk about something.
I pitched it to you a couple times already.
Yeah, it's just there's so much to do all the time. Oh my goodness, skipping. Hey, join too. Hey, fantastic.
Man, you missed like the past like hour and a half. It has been like just fire the whole way through. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Dude, no, Kaguya-sama is really interesting, and like, you know, it hits the floor running.
3 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll look at it. I mean, if it sounds like I might kind of like it.
Yeah.
I might give it a lot of time.
It hits the floor running. It's not one of those ones where it's like, oh well, it needs 3 episodes to warm up.
Yeah. Like usually, like anything I've liked, like most of the stuff I've watched. Ergo Proxy, that's another Joro show. Like they're awful. I was like, I don't care. Like I watch it philosophical. Steins Gate, I need to watch. What's this doing down here?
What?
Steins Gate. I want to watch that. I forget.
Gasaraki.
I never picked a really bad anime, did I? Because if something's bad, I don't watch it. Like I don't got time to go through a bad anime.
No, John has a point. Mako comes in episode 3.
I love Chika like I love Mako.
No. Mako comes in episode 3, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. It has a compelling Mako. In fact, this Chika is everything I wanted Mako to be. I would have been okay if Mako was like
that.
Chika.
Probably means I like her less because I think Mako's perfect. Perfect animu, best friend, girl.
She's your
character.
waifu. Yeah, no, we get it.
Like, yeah, I guess
you
so.
you like chicks with bowl cuts. The rest of us have taste.
But then, if John Ford's saying that, Chica's wait, you can't tell. Oh yeah, I guess I could look at him right now and see. Trust me.
Isn't it just 3x3 wife?
Oh man.
What's up?
and Kit, trust him. Oh yeah, you're not as far as he is. Like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, it's fun, you know. Is it something that's gonna like worm in your way into your heart? No. But,
oh, you haven't seen my 3x3.
Oh yeah,
which is basically my top 10.
Yeah, recap it real
yeah. So my 3x3 has been. I'm not gonna call it Karikano because I always do that, and that's the weakest one I think for me on there.
Give a 1 or 2 line summary about why it's spectacular. And that's
I could give like emotions because I think that's kind of why I watch anime, right?
Okay, sure.
For the feels. Toradora for that's not emotion. Self-conscious, self-aware teen romance was really interesting and super unique characters and unusual dynamic. Great teacher Onizuka because heroic crying all the way through for me with that. Super relatable. Bake Monogatari got me back into anime again because it was very much a deconstruction of anime as much as it was a celebration of it. And I was like, oh god, this is what I need right now. I don't hate anime. I love it. And I love to hate it. Yeah, right? Nichijou. I love slice of life. And this is just a bit more of a bump with enough comedy and characters. And the robot girl is awesome. Tenchi Muyo. Like, yeah. It's like a lot of this is old man 3x3.
How old is Mima?
It's like this is stuff. Like some of this is like early 90s, I think. Almost like a good chunk, right? Hunter x Hunter, literary
like
art.
They're like late 90s actually.
Late 90s? Oh, okay. Yeah. Lupin the Third is old.
Is 80s,
all the way over.
Maybe.
Kill la Kill, like just amazing art, combat. Kill la Kill is how I like Over the Top to be handled. That's how I want Over the Top to be. Like
it's so over the top, and it's aware that it's
over the top. Like if you like, I feel like if you don't have a drop of humor in something, it's unrealistic. Just as unrealistic as like 100% like straight comedy, pure anime essence. Yeah, I guess so. It's got it's the right amount of like, you know, it's a loose grip on reality. Yeah. Hunter. You know, like. Yeah, I love those. And then Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is my favorite anime of all time. But it's like an old man anime.